All right, let's start with a recap of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Tampa Bay Buccaneers did showdown with the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday night. You saw my prediction. I predicted the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to defeat the Philadelphia Eagles 24-16. Obviously, that did not transpire. Tampa Bay Buccaneers ended up losing 25-11. I gave you the keys to the game. The keys to the game on Monday. Contain Jalen Hurts because you can't stop a quarterback of that caliber. Protect the ball. Protect Baker. Can't swap field goals for field goals. Can't swap 3 and outs for 3 and outs. Offense had to get the ball in the end zone. Obviously, they didn't do it, which is why they lost. Which is why we lost. I am not disappointed today in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I am frustrated way more than I am disappointed. I'm not disappointed for a few reasons. Number one, that was just our first loss. We're 2-1. We're tied for the number 1 seed in the division, and we have a chance to knock off a divisional opponent this Sunday versus the New Orleans Saints. So I am not disappointed. I am frustrated. I am frustrated because the defense did a phenomenal job. I would argue the first quarter and half of the second quarter, they did a phenomenal job in containing Hurts. Those 4th down stands were memorable, were amazing. Those red zone stands in that first quarter were great. It should have fired up and revved up the engine for the entire team. I am frustrated in our offense, specifically in Mike Evans. Baker Mayfield didn't have a great game, and he didn't have a horrible game. I believe he completed 15 passes, 150 yards, and a late touchdown. Baker, if you watch the game and not just the highlights, Baker came out red hot, firing on all cylinders, looking good in the pocket, clean pocket, especially that first drive and the entirety of the first quarter, basically. There was one guy on the football team who kept freaking screwing up. Our future Hall of Famer, Mike Evans. He dropped 3rd down pass after 3rd down pass after 3rd down pass. And to top it all off, he dropped a touchdown in the end zone that would have put us up 7-3 and completely transitions the trajectory of the game. The pendulum swings. We have momentum. We can ride that momentum out, and we support our defense by being a competent offense who's not just swapping 3 and outs, not just swapping field goals for field goals, but an offense that's capable of putting the ball in the freaking end zone. But Mike Evans, for some reason, didn't show up to play. Didn't show up to play. Here's my issue with it. Mike seems to catch all of the difficult passes, but he drops every easy pass. And this is not the first year. This is not the first game. He's been doing this since we drafted him. When we first drafted him, he was dropping balls like crazy. He's gotten better, but big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. And I'm sick of Mike Evans dropping big-time passes on big-time plays in big-time games on big-time schedule, on big-time platforms. It's Monday night freaking football. And Mike decided to stay home. Then he want to trot his rump out there in the second half and make all these acrobatic catches when the game was a blowout and it didn't even matter. This is why so many people I see on ESPN or just talking to at the barbershop leave Mike Evans off of their top 5 or top 10 current wide receivers in the league today. They leave him. This is why the Mike Evans, Chris Godwin duo doesn't get enough love. It's because once the world has an opportunity to see the Bucs play, Mike Evans decides not to play. When you look at his holistic body of work, he is without question a Hall of Famer. Finna be 10 straight seasons of 1,000 yards receiving. No other receiver in history has done that. Jerry Rice did it, but he did not do it for his first 10 seasons. His first 10 seasons are going to be 1,000-yard seasons. Nobody has done that. He is going into the Hall of Fame. He has a Super Bowl that is set. But let me tell you something. This is one of the reasons why, and I'm not going to pretend to act like I'm in these meetings, but this is one of the reasons why I believe the Buccaneers refuse to extend him right now, man. Because he's not dependable when you need him the most. He's dependable holistically, but not when you need him the most.